The Sawter is a brand new genius reality TV show designed to separate those who deserve the glory of freedom from those who do not.
Contestants will be those who have gone to jail and anyone who has committed any crime. Once they have undergone their sentence, the Sawter extensive testing will then determine if they deserve to rejoin our perfect society. Five will be filmed each week separately, and then the footage will be compiled for a weekly episode. What a wonderful idea. Yes. The host of the Sawter will be the well-known Gary the Gardener. The aim of the Sawter is to test whether criminals who have served their time are worthy of returning to our society.
Hi! I can see that. So, we are testing our contestants on Gardner's 8 theories of intelligence, which we believe is the only way of truly knowing who deserves to live in our society.
This will occur over 8 intense and heart-palpitating stages. Stage 1 will test linguistic intelligence. Contestants will be strapped to a chair in a metal room with hidden cameras and speakers. The speakers will then say a sentence, for example, "Their cat is unwell." The aim of this is to test if the contestants can tell the difference between there, and there, where, and where, and which is which, after the sentence using one of these words is read out. For example, "There is no such thing as fairies." The contestant will be asked to spell the correct there. If incorrect, a tooth will be pulled out of their mouth using a mechanical setup around their jaw. Stage 2 looks at the musical intelligence. Contestants will remain strapped to the same chairs as in Stage 1. Music will then be played on the speakers, and the contestants must identify the musical instrument being featured. If contestants fail to get this right, a blade connected to the tips of their fingers will slice them off.
Stage 3 focuses on the logical or mathematical intelligence. It is this stage that we will be using the water jug problem. The classic water jug problem gets contestants to make 4 litres of water with only a 3 and 5 litre jug. There is a time limit of 2 minutes, and if the contestant does not succeed, half of their hair will be ripped out, scalp included.
Stage 4 tests the contestants' bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Contestants will run down a treadmill with wool-high and wool-wide metal structures moving towards them. In the middle of these metal structures will be a hole in varying shapes. The contestant must maneuver their body in order to pass through these metal objects. To pass the stage, the contestant must safely move through all 7, which gradually become more difficult. Keep in mind, however, that if the contestant touches the edges of the metal while moving through, they will receive a painful electric shock. 5 of these electric shocks will prove fatal. Stage 5 is intrapersonal intelligence. Contestants must learn to connect with themselves in order to truthfully answer the questions as they are strapped to a lie detecting chair. 10 questions will be asked, and if contestants fail to tell the truth, shocks will be applied, and after 5, it is considered fatal. The questions asked will be very personal and are considered rather embarrassing. In order to pass this stage, contestants must simply answer truthfully.
Stage 6 is naturalistic. Contestants watch a quick video explaining the difference between two types of similar berries, nuts, and roots. The contestant is then presented with the bad nut and the good nut. If they choose the bad nut, they experience extreme vomiting. If they choose the bad root, they begin to lose feeling in their legs. And if they choose the bad berry, then you could say that they're dead.
Stage 7, the second last stage, will test the contestants' spatial intelligence. Contestants will stare through a glass pane in which their loved one is standing. However, this special person to the contestant is facing in the opposite direction, and beside them is someone who looks very similar to them, also with their backs turned. The contestant must differentiate between these two people without talking to them, hearing them, or looking at them from a different angle as to who is their loved one. If the contestant gets this wrong, they will not receive any physical punishment themselves. Instead, they will be forced to watch as their special loved one has their legs painfully crushed. The last and final stage tests the contestant's ability to use interpersonal intelligence. The contestants will be faced with 2 complete strangers to them, strapped to a contraption with guns pointed to both of their heads. These guns are triggered to shoot both strangers in 10 minutes. One of these strangers is completely innocent, while the other is a convicted murderer on a life sentence in jail. However, this is unknown to the contestant. The contestant must use their interpersonal intelligence to differentiate who is innocent as the 2 strangers plead and make their case. The contestant must choose who to kill, or both strangers die at the end of the 10 minutes. If the contestant chooses correctly, they are released into society. If they kill the innocent person, they return to jail with a life sentence.